Hi there. I know it's been a while, but welcome back to TCG Scarab. So we're actually going to be playing the game that I've been working on today, Legends. And there's no art at the moment. We're working on that, but you know what they say: procrastination makes perfect. Because art is hard, and I respect anyone who does that, and that's not my strong suit. And yeah, so there's no art on here. Actually, the closest thing to art is I have a little scribble of a ghost.
This
So
Pac-Man ghost.
yeah, it's a Pac-Man ghost. I think it's Pinky. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe it's Clyde. I don't know. No one knows. No one knows these things. So, Delio, I've explained the game in the past, but I'm going to give it a quick run over real quick. Each player actually has a character card. Each character card normally does something, but for the sake of actually showing the game off, no character card or a legend card actually has an effect right now, other than just for combat stats. Other cards will actually have stats, and I will post replies and just send links out if anyone's actually interested. So we're going to be going ahead and playing the game today. So go ahead and walk through the first step. Most trading card games you shuffle. This should be inherently clear, but for people who are just getting trading card games, everyone just shuffles their deck. Then you generally hand it to the opponent for them to either cut or for them to tap. So like I tapped, like, okay, cool, or I can just kind of boop, boop. And there's really funny methods where you can go ahead and just cut something into 10 different piles and just piss everyone off because what the heck are you doing, man? That's rude. Thank you. So the next step after that is you want to go ahead and grab 10 treasure cards. And basically, once you collect all your treasure cards, you win, i.e. a Pokemon. So every player after that is going to go ahead and start off with 5 cards. The next is deciding which player goes first. Now, with how this is, I've been thinking about some rules, so this is going to change. But as the current stance is, it is a like Yu-Gi-Oh, where you can't attack first turn, but you can place your cards, and your opponent gets to go ahead and attack that turn, but what I'm thinking is the person who goes first draws first, and then the second person who goes able to attack but does not draw that turn. And I'm still working on that because the normal Yu-Gi-Oh rules is second player generally has more of an advantage. So I'm kind of vaguely working on that rule still to make it a little bit more fair, but for the most part we're just going to play first person can play their cards down. Now there's 5 card slots that we can actually place everything in. And that's all the space we have for the game at the moment for card spaces. This may change in the future if this is very, 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 very early game development and all. But so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and decide who goes first with dice. Oh, cool! I got 5. What you get?
5.
3.
5.
Wow! Look at this dude getting 2 5s in a row. What is that? Like a literal 1 in? Oh god, what is that? That's like a 1 in like 12 chance or something.
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
Place a card face down. And apply fear to your character.
Okay, so how this works is when a character is applied with fear, at the beginning of your turn, or at the beginning of every combat, you're going to roll a d6. And what ends up happening is that after you roll a d6, if you land on a 6, you're out of fear. If you're not out of fear, what ends up happening is that your character, your legend, loses 1 attack stat. And they all currently start with 1 attack stat at the moment. So if you have, but you cannot go past 0, so you cannot have a negative stat. So I went ahead and just placed a marker on my character right now, and for that, so.
And that's it.
All right, and that's going to be your turn?
Yep.
Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. Cards. How many cards do you have in hand?
3.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and place Yeah, okay, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to go ahead and just place 2 cards face down. Now, there's only one main phase of this game, and I've explained the rules earlier in a different video, so I vaguely went over the rules. So there's only one main phase, one battle phase, and then you have an end phase. And I'm still in main phase 1, which is the only main phase. If anyone's particularly competent with trading card games, or just play other trading card games at a decently competitive level, they understand the phase changes. But you can only play these during your main phase. Now, during your turn, you may play any card from your hand at any given point, but it's going to take up a space on the field. And once you reveal a card like he did, what ends up happening is that at the end of your turn, whenever you flip it over, it gets a counter. At the end of your turn, a counter goes down.
Yep.
And once there is no more counters on there, at the beginning of your next turn during your upkeep, you remove that card from the field. Even if it has no counters left on there, you remove it at the beginning of your upkeep. So, that's how that works. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and move to combat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a 6-sided die real quick. I got a 2, so fear is still in effect. And I'm going to go ahead and activate a card, which is going to give my character +2 damage. Whoever has the highest damage is going to end up with the winning outcome. And I'm going to go ahead and enter combat with this. I have 3 currently. How many? Or I have 1 currently. How much do you have?
You have 1 currently?
1 because you have fear.
Yeah.
And then +2. Or
That'd be 2.
yeah. Apparently I'm bad at math. Welcome to card game design. I'm bad at math.
In response, since this is face down, I activate my card, which is Poison Slash +2.
Okay, so I actually get to draw a card from this because it's Shadow Claw. So I do.
Okay.
Alright, so there are several cards in the game. There's buff cards. Both of these are buff cards as well. I'm about to react to something myself with a negate card. Negate cards are just cards that are... You can only play... Oh, wait. You can only play that on the field. Not from your hand.
It says you could respond to card effects.
Yeah, but you can only do it from your hand.
Oof.
So, can't play cards from your hand. No hand traps.
I-
This is not Yu-Gi-Oh! No hand traps! No Ash Blossom! Get that out of my card game!
I thought you could fit counters from your hands. I was doing that all day last game.
No, that was on your turn when you were doing them, too.
Why would I be? I don't know.
You were responding from counters from your hands on your turn.
Okay.
But that's beside the point. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out that card with my negate.
Forget that she saw that, by the way.
So, no, that's going to be on the field.
Oh, yeah.
So because he just activated it, that's going to get a 2. And both of mine have a 1 and then a 2. So you keep track of them through dice or however method you see fit. Dice is just more convenient because you can buy these things at your local gaming store. So what's going to end up happening is because I won combat, I'm going to go ahead and draw a card or from my treasures pile, which is actually over here, and I'm just dumb. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab a card. I get to draw it. Once I'm out of these, I win. You have no maximum hand size. Savion, go ahead with your turn.
Anyway. I draw. I'm gonna play Ghost Stories. Since
Okay.
your creature is already with fear, I get to draw a card.
Okay.
I going to place this face down. Remember to put a counter on here. And place Shadow Claw +2 to my monster. And if it's Shadow Creature monster, I get to draw.
So there are some archetype stuff that I'm already planning on building for the game. If you hear I'm talking about Shadow Creature, because it refers to our particular legend card. And this card does actually have an effect, but it's in the middle of being reworked as we speak. But we went ahead and kept the name for archetype reasons.
Okay, and I attack.
Alrighty then, so you're going to move to combat?
Let's see.
I don't really have anything to do during this because I have no cards on field. So he wins, and he's going to draw a card from his treasure pile.
I draw. Yeah, I subtract everything by 1.
Correct. And
And
then,
if it goes to 0, it gets out of here.
and then I go to my upkeep, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove my card, put it in my discard pile. So, I'm going to draw my card. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big brain play right here. I have 1 card on the field right now. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and play 3 cards. So I have 4 cards on the field, 3 are face down.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and move to combat, and so I'm going to go ahead and roll to try to remove. I got 3, so nothing. And I'm going to go ahead and play Poison Slash from my hand, because during my turn.
Okay.
It's going to give me +2.
I'm gonna take it.
Gonna go ahead and take it?
Yep.
Alrighty then. So I'm going to go ahead and draw because I want combat here.
Mhm.
So. Pass.
I draw. Play Dark Age. Remove all cards on the field.
Do I have a response is my thing. Okay. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Fun fact. I also had that.
What's this? Dark Age / Resell.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Free attack. Yay. Complete board wipe.
Now, since I have all my spaces back, I'm going to play Retrap.
Okay,
I
cool.
draw 3 cards. And then I am going to play Shadow Claw.
Draw a card.
Yeah, I draw a card. And I attack your life points directly.
Fair enough. Draw a card. And then that goes to my turn.
Yes. Putting this at 3 and this at 1.
How many cards do you have in hand?
7.
So I'm going to go ahead and play... Go ahead and play 3 cards face down.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go ahead and play Pride. So I'm going to draw as many cards until... So I have 1 card in hand, so I'm going to draw until I have 7. So 1, 2. So 1,
That's till
3,
you have 1 more.
4,
Oh, that'd be 8.
5, 6, 7. No, it's until you have the same amount. Not 1 more.
Oh, mine says 1 more. Fair enough.
So I'm going to go ahead and move to combat, roll die. I get a 1. Nothing happens. Alrighty then. I'm going to go ahead and Play Last Resort, plus 10.
I guess you just won.
So, combat. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw a card. And then these are going to be on the field for right now, so I'm going to go ahead and mark these because I just played Pride this turn. So 2 and 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and pass turn.
Okay. I draw. Your dang staff's like fear on it, right?
It still has fear. Oh, so future reference points for the video. He made his deck independently of mine, but he was with me through the whole creation process of the game for the most part. But we made these decks independently of each other, so it's not like we're piloting the same deck. We actually chose 2 separate decks. We just happened to agree upon this accidentally. So
I'll play the card Unholy Scream.
plus 2.
Plus 2.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay, go. I guess I can't really do anything. Before we move to attack phase or no?
Then I'm going to play Poison Slash.
Okay, plus 2.
Another plus 2. Then combat.
Okay, so I'm at 4, and I take, so I can't really do anything. Draw a card from a treasure pile. Alright,
Okay.
my turn.
Yes.
Draw a card.
Minus everything.
So I'm going to go ahead and play Dark Age. I'm going to move everything from the field.
Okay.
So Dark Age is honestly a card that once you play it, it just removes everything from the field, but the user is left with 1 less space than normal. A couple different... It's okay, I guess, but it's not great. Cards in hand?
7.
Cool. I'm going to go ahead and play Red Elixir. I'm going to get a card from my discard pile and put it into my hand. And another Red Elixir to do the same. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead play another card face down. I'm not going to enter combat this turn and pass turn to you.
Okay, cool. I draw. Cards in the hand, a lot.
6.
6. Okay, cool. I'll play Poison the Ranks and remove that one.
Okay.
Then play reread the story.
Okay.
I take an extra turn.
Okay. So when he takes another turn, he gets another main phase upkeep and stuff like that from whatever part of the turn he's in. So
I play another Poison of the Ranks. I remove 2 cards.
mind you, is this the same turn or different turn?
I'm assuming the same turn.
Okay. So you can remove 2 cards from. So you can actually remove any 2 cards.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be my card.
So I guess that and this.
Fair enough.
Then I place card face down. And I play Pride. I keep drawing until I have the same number
I have
of
6.
cards. So I draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Attack your life points directly.
Fair enough. All right. So you're already at damage above. Hold on. I actually got to roll to make sure whether I can get out of this or not. Nope. Cool.
Draw. Then reread the story activates. I take an extra turn.
Yep.
I play. I play Greed. If I win this, I draw 2 treasure cards. If I lose, I discard into my treasure deck. I attack directly.
Fair enough. I don't really have any responses.
I draw 2. And I'll pass my turn.
Excellent.
Actually, that was 2 turns, so this goes, and this stays because I just played that this turn.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and draw. Cards in hand?
A lot.
How many is a lot?
9.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just activate Pride.
Oof.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw to how many cards I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 9, so I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to Dark Age.
Oof.
So that has 3 counters on there. I'm going to go ahead and start by Shadow Claw, which is going to give me +2, and Shadow Creature draw a card. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and play 1, 2, 3 cards. And I'm going to go ahead and attack to get a treasure card off this. So I'm going to go ahead and attack because he doesn't have any way to defend himself, and plus due to this +2, I'm ahead of him. Also forgot to roll for. Oh, I don't actually have fear anymore. So cool, I'm at where it's tied score, and I'm going to draw, and then pass. How many cards left you got in your treasure pile?
I think 4.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, and I'm going to pass my turn to you.
Thank you. I draw. I am. Gonna play Destruction Slash.
You're gonna get +2, but
I have to destroy that.
wait, hold on. Let me read this real quick. I want to make sure. You're gonna destroy this one.
Yes.
Cool.
We might do that for.
Alrighty then. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do in response is. I thought I had a response to this. And then... Wow, I put the wrong cards down. I'm smart. Feels bad, man. Pass. Okay, so I don't have a response.
Pass.
No, I mean like I don't have a response to Revolver.
Cast Sphere on your thing again.
Actually, I have a response to this boy. I'm gonna negate that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and negate that, so I don't actually get fear applied to me.
I place a card face down.
Okay.
And I place the card face down. What's this again? And I attack your life points directly.
Well, it's not even life points, but yeah. Move to combat, win combat, so draw a card.
Yay.
And I'm going to go ahead and draw a card to my turn. I'm going to go ahead and activate Chilling Touch targeting that card.
What does?
Freezes. So
Oh.
how the freeze mechanic works is, if I freeze a card, they cannot activate it for that turn.
What does this again?
And you cannot activate a card that is being targeting in response to something.
Okay, fair enough. It freezes.
Like if you can't, like if I target that card, he cannot specifically activate that card to respond, but he can activate any other card to respond.
Okay. So it's frozen for 2 turns, I believe.
1 turn.
1 turn. Okay.
The freeze this just happens to take 2, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Dark Age everything.
Negate.
I'm gonna go ahead and negate the negate.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Look into graveyard.
Yeah, okay. So most trading card games, including this one, allows players to look into their graveyard to see what's happening with what they have in their graveyard.
Now, I thought you did a lot more.
A lot more Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Oh, remember
That's your first. Oh, you recycled though.
Yes, I did because of Red Elixir.
Okay.
So
That's pretty lame.
you've had access to Red Elixir. It's not like I hid that card.
True.
I just saw the value in pulling stuff out of my graveyard. So I Bruin stored your thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Poison Slash. And I'm gonna go ahead and 1, 2, 3. So I'm at 3 right now with Poison Slash. And I'm going to go ahead and combat phase, win, draw, pass.
Okay.
This is really back and forth right now because we keep just board wiping each other.
Yes.
But I think that will change shortly.
Play Lesson Taught.
Which?
Since I lost combat last turn, I gained 4 power.
Okay. Cards in hand?
7.
Cool. You got +4, right?
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty then. I actually have a response.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and play Over Destruction. Your
What's
opponent,
this?
+4, your opponent may remove any 2 cards on the field. Because it's a May effect,
Plus
you don't...
4.
Yeah, +4. but your opponent may remove any 2 cards on the field. So you can remove
Wait,
up to
I
2
can't
cards.
remove
Yeah, you choose what you want to remove, and you don't have to remove
So-
everything.
those 2 cards.
Okay. So we're currently tied. Because it's +4.
Okay. I play. Intimidate. I cast fear on your dumb dude.
Okay. Just mark that real quick.
I
Surprise.
play reread the story.
Take an extra turn.
Take an extra turn. And I play. That's not
Keep playing.
play Shadow Claw +2, and
Draw a
I
card.
draw a card.
So you're at 6.
Yes. It's hard to keep track of these. I attack you.
Okay, so you win there.
Yes.
And then you take an extra turn. You draw, and then you're probably just going to redo it again with an extra card. That puts you down to at 1 turn. Am I correct?
Do what?
You're about to retake your turn, right?
Yes. I draw. I draw. Got Dark Age.
Actually, over destruction was wrong. You actually can only remove face-up cards.
Oh.
Actually, because I have a rule book. I just printed this straight off from the Discord.
Oh, you write it down wrong.
Yeah, that was my bad. We'll correct that later, but it's important to remember. It's because I took a hiatus from this project. That's why.
Okay.
So I couldn't remember everything, but I have a rule book for reasons.
Oh, but anyway, Dark Age.
Dark Age removes everything.
Your dang has Sphere.
Yeah.
I place this face down and attack.
Cool. So you win combat, draw a card.
Ah,
All right. Anything else this turn?
nope.
Cool. I draw. Cards in hand.
Is that 2? 5.
Mind swap. Switch hands. I get your hand.
Gosh dang it.
I ain't got no cards in my hand. So, I can play with your cards for a bit, and you don't have any. Ooh, spicy. Actually, this is perfect time for Dark Age.
Oof.
Destroy everything. There's other, like, strong stuff, too. It's not just...
Yeah.
Great Trap, I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Shadow Claw, draw a card. So it puts me at 1, so I'm still just going to draw a card.
Oh, you have to apply fear to me first.
No, if you have Shadow Creature for Shadow Claw.
No, never mind then.
That's Shadow Claw, that's something else.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go ahead and play Redo, so I'm going to discard my hand. Bye-bye.
Oof.
And then I'm going to draw 3 cards. play a card face down, and I'm going to roll before I move to combat. I got a 5. Win combat, I draw a card.
Okay.
Pass turn.
I can't look at that. Redo, Shallow Claw,
This is already at 0, so this is...
Actually, I think I just win because your Dank has fear on it.
It's fear, but every time you enter combat, I roll.
It's true. I have a high chance of winning. So I play Destruction Slash.
Plus 3 damage.
Plus 3.
You win because I actually have nothing I can do to react to that.
Yay.
So I did actually have that, but... So. No, he does win. He draws the final card, and because of that, he wins. So, and that's how this game is played. So I'm enjoying the process so far. It is not perfect, and some rules do need to be edited, and some cards need to be properly edited, but I think it's rather fun so far.